Our daughter is very happy. We split everything down to socks as far as finances are concerned.
Considering our circumstances and how we've managed to very efficiently co-parent, we're going to dinner together after this. How is it our ability to co-parent?
Co-parenting is not mentioned anywhere in the statutes involving child support, ma'am. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's not.
I believe the parties are in agreement that Mr. Bellow's gross income is $4,776.87. The net $3,881.55. Mr. Bellow carries the insurance, $122 a month. That's a medical. I don't believe there's dental. And the guideline calculation would be $679. So it'd be a downward deviation. I'm sorry, it'd be a downward modification, but it would not be a deviation from guideline. But the parties are, I believe, are jointly requesting a zero support order. As the court knows, my standing orders are to oppose such requests because the state's opinion, it's the money for the child's use and not for the parents. But they probably have a number of issues they're going to ask the court to consider in the interest of time. I believe their two most salient points are that Mr. Bellow approaches 50-50. The visitation approaches about 50% of the child's time. And then I believe that Ms. Redkin will testify that she and her new husband are doing considerably well and that they don't need the money. And I think she'll tell the court that she's been given the money back since it was ordered. State's position is that she should continue to do that. But obviously I can realize they get a chance to say what they want to say too.
All right, here's again, folks. Standard is that you've got to give me clear and convincing evidence, not preponderance. I'm being a lawyer on here. But you've got to give me clear and convincing evidence why the court should not award at least guideline child support, and the fact that I can't consider. I can consider lifestyle and income of the household for a deviation maybe, but definitely not down to zero. And I can't, and again, it's considered still be in your child's best interest. And if you heard, for child support, if you heard my morning speech, the legislature and the information that spoke, even if y'all were doing exactly 50-50, I'm supposed to order guideline child support from the non-custodial party. So again, ma'am, sir, we're not trying to give you a hard time. It's just considered being in the child's best interest. The money is the child's. For the child's best interest, like I told somebody else earlier today, throw it into a 529, and by the time she reaches 18, maybe you can pay for Baylor, who's right now at $280,000 to go to college there for 4 years right now. So by the time she's 18, it's probably going to be $500,000. So, but again, this is what the law requires me to do, and I've got to have a legal reason and make a legal finding why I did not order guideline child support, because those are the rules judges have to live by. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let the state call you both as witnesses. I'll let you give the court the testimony that you wish to do at this time, and the court will figure out how the court wants to try to handle this. So based on what the testimony of the parties are at this time. So at this time, I'll ask both of you to raise your right hands, please. All right, do you both solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're gonna give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, this time I'll go ahead and let the state call you as witnesses, and if there's anything at the end that either of you want to tell the court at this time, representing yourself, you'll be allowed to do so. But Mr. Diamond, you can call your next witness, or call your first witness. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Call Mr. Bellow. Sir, will you state your full name, please?
Corey Nicholas Bellow.
All right. So let's talk about the money here first, and then we can talk about the other things. So I told the court you make approximately $4,776.87 a month. Was that correct?
That's pretty close.
Okay, and I told the court that you have the health coverage on the child, and that's $122 a month. Was I right there?
Yeah, and that does include dental.
Okay. And I'm sorry for that oversight on my part.
That's all right.
So, all right, and you heard me tell the court the guideline calculation would be $679, but I take it that's you're opposed to that being ordered. Is that correct?
I I just don't find it necessary, given that we've been doing this for 4 years at 100% reimbursement. It's just kind of at this point, it's just frustrating because
Yeah.
we.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Sorry, but yes,
Uh,
right. I do not feel that is appropriate. Yes, correct.
Okay. How often do you see your child, y'all's child?
Basically every day. I mean, we default to week on, week off, but we more or less let her decide where she wants to go. If she wants to go to dad's house or mom's house, or if I'm doing something that she wants that I want to bring her with, and it's Heidi's day, you know, as long as they're not doing anything, we swap. If they're doing something that they want her for, and I'm not doing anything, then we swap. And we've been doing this now for 4 years. We
Okay.
default Sunday to Sunday, and then other than just if the other one wants a night with her or whatever, you know.
Okay, I guess what I'm getting at, it's more than what was ordered in the standard visitation package. Is that
Oh,
correct?
absolutely. It has been since she was born. Yeah, that's been more than that since day one. Literally day one.
Okay. Do you have other reasons why the guideline child support would not be appropriate?
I mean, other than we're doing 50-50. No, I guess not.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll pass the witness.
All right, be back in a moment, sir. Call your next witness, please. Thank you.
Call Miss, I think she goes by Redkin now. Miss Redkin, will you state your full name, please?
Heidi Gabrielle Redkin.
Okay. And was I correct in telling the court that you do not want child support?
Yes.
Okay. How often does Mr. Bellow see y'all's child?
50% of the time, like he said, Rhiannon rotates between my house and his house. We've got an agreement like every Sunday that she goes to the other house, but like he said, if I want to go to dad's house today, okay, let me see what he's doing. But more or less 50-50.
Okay. How far away do y'all live?
Half a mile.
Yeah.
Okay.
We live in the same neighborhood.
All right. I'm just trying in the interest of time, I'm going to ask you some questions that are probably to your advantage. So I take it your position is that you don't need his money. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you make a year?
65,000.
Okay. Have you been remarried?
Yes.
Okay. What does your husband make?
Over 120 a year.
All right. Does the child you have with Mr. Bellow have any special needs?
Nope.
No.
Her, she's the witness now. Sorry, sir. Only her.
Okay.
Answer.
Oh, sorry. I think you said Mr. Bello. I'm sorry.
He said your name, but not asking you the question. Sorry. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Have you been sending some or all of the child support back to Mr. Bellow?
All of it.
For how long?
Since 2020, when we moved to the same neighborhood. Before then was about 50% of it.
Okay.
So for 4 years, he's been getting full reimbursement.
All right. So I'm going to be very blunt here. So hypothetically, if the court goes with you, right, and hypothetically things don't work out with your husband, and hypothetically you're back to just your salary. If the court orders zero child support, you understand it could take years before my agency is able to get you back in front of the court in order to modify things. You understand that?
Yep.
Okay, I'll pass a witness, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am and sir. I'll start with you, ma'am. Anything else you think I need to know?
Oh, you starting with me?
Okay.
I just want to let you know that we're both homeowners in the same neighborhood, permanent residents in Hutto. Rhiannon, along with the 50-50, we also rotate her on our taxes every other year. The school 1 week drops her off at his house, 1 week drops her off at my house on the school bus. So what we've been doing has been set in stone for many years. And, it's not like we just started doing this 6 months ago. It's very much part of our routine. And I don't think it's something that every couple weeks I have to send him money back, or, I do send the money back to him, because if he's got her half the time, then take the money back and spend it at your house. I don't need it spent at my house. If you want to use that account that you're talking about to make a savings account, go ahead and do it with your money on your time. So I think paying child support's a little excessive.
Okay, ma'am, why can't you take the money and do a 529 educational account or an educational trust? Why can't you do that?
I can take my own money and do that with
Okay.
on my 50% of my time.
Okay. Well, see, y'all keep putting that 50% thing out there. And like I said, told you in my morning speech, the legislature kind of nuked that last legislative period. Again, I know y'all not large, y'all don't follow this stuff. And believe me, 50-50 has been going on before then for a while. And the slide they used in the presentation last year at Advanced Family was a mushroom cloud. Looks like it was over Hiroshima, okay? That's how bad it went nuclear. And that's when they told me to pay. I should order child support and I should order it at the full amount, but I have discretion. So again, to get around that discretion. And here's the deal. I have stopped saying this in my opening speech since I've been doing this on Zoom. But the bottom line is I can give your child a lawyer and you would have to convince, the standard is, proof is, you would have to convince that lawyer that his client shouldn't get the money, okay? You have to talk a lawyer out of his client getting the money. That's almost the level you're looking at having to do here, ma'am. So if there's anything else you want to tell me that you think will get you down there to zero, or at least some, you may, right now I've heard enough to get you down probably to half, but I definitely hadn't heard enough to take it down to zero and find that that's somehow is in the best interest of your daughter based on what my instructions are or what I've been, you know, told to try to do in these cases where there's even close to 50-50.
How is, considering our circumstances and how we've managed to very efficiently co-parent, we're going to dinner together after this. How is it our ability to co-parent?
See, again, you here for the morning speech?
I was here for the morning
Every
speech,
time
but I'm
that-
going to
that-
continue
that-
that conversation with you.
Co-parenting is not mentioned anywhere in the statutes involving child support, ma'am. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's not. That's because I hear this a lot. Believe me, I get co-parents in here all the time. So, but yeah, go ahead. I'll let you make your statement, ma'am. It's part of your argument. I've got no problem with it.
I've got nothing. It's going to be when it's going to be. So I'll just have to keep Venmoing it back to him every 2 weeks.
All right, Mr. Bellow.
No, I think she pretty much summed it up, being on the receiving end of things, and yeah, I think she summed it up pretty well. You know, our daughter is very happy. You know, we split everything down to socks as far as finances are concerned. Doesn't want for nothing either house. Yeah, I mean, she's happy, healthy, and you know, gets everything she doesn't want for nothing at either place. So
Yes,
it's
sir.
just been.
I get it, sir, because she's here, Miss. How you pronounce your last name again, ma'am?
Redkin.
Redkin. It's giving you the tax thing 50-50 under Texas law. She didn't have to do that either. I get it, sir. Y'all get along. I wish everybody like y'all got along, and I wish this would happen before I had to look at a modification and straight out child support. And I still may not be able to do that, but based on what I'm doing for here today on a motion to modify. All right, I know what I'm gonna do. All right, is there anything else you want to tell me, sir?
No. I mean, if you know what you're gonna do, then go for it.
Well, I know I'm gonna do
I
it.
don't
I'm
know.
gonna call some of my brethren, other judges, and see if they have done anything, taking things down to zero under similar circumstances. I'm a strict constructionist when it comes to the law. I do what the law tells me to do. You can't get in trouble with the Court of Appeals, your boss, and in my case, all my district judges are technically my bosses, if you follow the letter of the law, okay? If you follow what the family code and the case law says I'm supposed to do, I cannot ever get in trouble, all right? And that's why I'm such a strict constructionist. I'm not gonna get in trouble anyway, but it makes it easier in case something comes up down the line. But I will tell you what, I will take this one under advisement. I will reset it for hearing next Thursday on my Thursday docket for me to get a chance to send an email out to the other child support judges that in my area, which means what my area is the 15th, which goes from St. Marcus to Corsicana. and I'll see what they might have done or doing under the circumstances. In fact, I'll give a couple of them a call on my way home just to see what they do. So anyway, y'all don't have to appear for that. Again, right now I was just looking at, I was going to take it down to 300 and let mom continue to see that Venmo amount back. And that still may end up being the final order, because I may get some judges say, whoa, no, or, oh, heck yeah, Mike. But again, I want to see what other judges and what grounds they use legally in their finding to do what they did. Because again, folks, when I do this, I have to make a legal finding of why I'm doing it. And that's what can get what can cause problems going down the road. So
Right.
I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Bellow. Any questions, anything else, sir?
Nope, you summed it up pretty well. I
Right.
understand everything. We're good.
All right, again, folks, y'all, I always look for things that be going in longevity. I had someone earlier today who have been working things out since March 1st. And no, but you guys.
Yeah,
no,
we were
it's been a
discussing
long
that. We were
time.
like, we've been doing this for about 4 years. They've been doing it for a few months.
40 days, okay?
Yeah.
But that is what it is. All right then, folks, again, I'll run it by, and I haven't looked at any case law since I got the lecture on this through the Advanced Family Law seminar back in August. So I might want to see what some people have been doing since then. So anyway, I'll run this by them, and if anyone's gonna get close to it, it's gonna be you guys, okay?
I appreciate it.
All right, but again, I gotta see what findings they're making. That way I can make that finding and do it and see if those findings apply to this case. All right, thank y'all all very much. I'll let the parties sign off at this time and leave, if that's okay with you, Mr. Diamond.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, folks will get a copy of the reset order, but again, don't show up. It's just for me to make a ruling and before this doesn't fall through the cracks, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so don't show up on next Thursday, right?
Right, you don't, if you want to, you can, but you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Because I'll have and Mr. Diamond, remind me on Tuesday that I'm going to make a ruling on this on Thursday, okay? But
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll have Belinda keep the file. Thank you.
I guess in that case, I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
How do we find out what the? I work from home.
The state will give you a copy of the ruling, sir.
Oh, okay, I got you. That works.
All right, thank
Cool.
you.
Appreciate it.
All right, then.
Thanks.
You're both officially off the record and y'all can leave. Thank you.